Hey everyone, welcome back to Earth Turtle. Today, we're going to start Earth's geological history. I'm going to give you a brief explanation on how Earth was created, then I'm going to give you a breakdown on how geological time works, then I'm going to give you a tour through Earth's first eon, the Hadean Eon. Before we talk about the Earth, we need to talk about the solar system. The solar system was formed from a nebula, which is a large cloud of dust and gas in space. This nebula collapsed under its own gravity, began to flatten, and rotate. The nebula was now known as a protoplanetary disk. The majority of mass from the cloud collected in the middle to form the Sun. Material away from the center collected into larger objects called planetesimals. Planetesimals are objects accumulated from dust and gas that are not quite yet planet-sized. As a planetesimal grew, so did its gravitational force. This is how the young Earth formed 4.56 billion years ago. The young Earth was very different to the Earth of today. There was no water, no life, no air, but there was lava everywhere. Moon rock samples have been dated to be roughly around 4.5 billion years old. This means that the moon formed not too long after the Earth did. The most favored theory for how the moon formed is the giant impact theory. This theory states that a large asteroid collided with the forming Earth. Material that was ejected from this collision was caught within Earth's gravity. This material collected to form the moon, just like how the Earth collected around the sun. Now I'm going to give you a breakdown on how geologic time works. We all know how time is broken down. We have days that are broken down into hours, that are broken down into minutes, and then seconds. The breakdown of geological time works the same way, however, with larger chunks of time. Eons are the largest units. There are 4 total eons. Eons are broken down into eras, that are broken down into periods, then epochs, then ages. As I said, eons are the largest units. There are 4 total eons. From earliest to most recent, we have the Hadean, Archean, Proterozoic, and Phanerozoic eons. We are currently in the Phanerozoic eon. Eons can be hundreds of millions to a few billions of years long. When was the Hadean eon? The Hadean eon was from 4.56 billion years ago to 4 billion years ago. Not too much is known about this time period. Not too long after the Earth formed, the interior of the Earth began to differentiate. Cool, denser material, such as iron, began to sink towards the center of the Earth. Different materials under varying heat and pressure formed the layers of the Earth. The movement of liquid material within Earth helped produce the Earth's magnetic field. The Earth's magnetic field is an invisible force or barrier that surrounds the Earth. This barrier helps protect the planet from solar radiation. During the Hadean, we have the start of plate tectonics. Plate tectonics is a scientific theory that states material from inside the Earth is brought towards the surface through a process called convection. Convection involves hot material rising and cold material sinking in a cyclic motion. The outer layers of the Earth, or those closer to the surface, are broken up into pieces called plates. These plates move around due to convection, which shifts continent and ocean locations. Also during the Hadean, we have the formation of the first atmosphere. Earth's first atmosphere consisted of hydrogen and helium and other light gases. However, this atmosphere was blown away from solar radiation. Gases from volcanic activity supplied the second atmosphere with nitrogen, carbon dioxide, and water vapor. Now with a magnetic field, Earth was protected from solar radiation, meaning this new atmosphere was protected. At the end of the Hadean, the oceans began to form. With water vapor now in the atmosphere, water began to precipitate onto the surface, and over millions of years, large bodies of water began to collect. And that is pretty much it for the Hadean Eon. I'll see you in the next episode where we'll talk about Earth's second eon, the Archean Eon. Thanks.